Well, I kind of cut that off shortly. Hi, happy Saturday. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing good. I think I showed this off before, but yes,
Curse your
we have our
sudden but
new
inevitable
mug.
betrayal.
Oh, yay, it's working. Oh, and it's like where the bar is. Hold on a sec. What? Curse your sudden yet inevitable betrayal. How are you doing? Eldon, oh my gosh, 13 months. What the heck? Okay, where's my alerts? I'm gonna move my alerts over because they're covering up my little bar thing. Oh my goodness. The nice man cometh for another year. I love that. I have so many things on this. There's my alert box. Okay, we're gonna move that over. How are you doing? So today we have Oghren and Zevran coming to the Wardens and Alistair's rescue. So Lola's gonna get rescued by... Okay, so I don't think I've ever... If I think about it, I don't know if I've ever had this combo for this. So it should be interesting. And hopefully everything is okay for sound. I've been playing around with it, so I'm not really quite sure. I didn't get the sub-hype. Where's the sub-hype? There we go. Make sure everything's working. Oh my gosh. Subscribe for 16 months on a 13 months. Holy cow. And we have new emotes. We have new emotes. So we have the bee derp, the bee sweat, and the bee blush. Okay, and yeah. I was so excited to get that because I love Don't Fight Ducks. Yeah, so these are like perfect together. Let me put them together. So Don't Fight Ducks is the reason why I got the bee derp, because I love his duck derp. I was like, who drew that? I want one. We still have the Cancer Sucks, but the movable one now is in the BTTV emotes. So we still have that one, but it's in the BTTV. Let me make sure that I have... There it is. I can't remember what I named it. Cancer Sucks. I want to make sure. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we still have that one, but I had to move that one to BTTV because I wanted the B for the subs. So we still got that one. So we've got the static one, and we've got the static one is within the channel, and then this one. Okay, yeah. But anyway, we've got these two boys coming to the rescue. Look at them. Look at them being all handsome and stuff. How dare you? How dare you look so good? Okay, so... Oh my gosh. Alright, do I have, like... Oh my gosh, they're a mess too. Look at this. You boys are a mess. Final blow. Sunder arms. Pommel strike. Threaten. We're gonna move this over here. Berserk. That's going there. Devour. So all of these, like this, are going here. All of the... Okay. Mighty blow and stuff like that. I'm gonna move this one here. Okay. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna move this stuff around just a little bit, which I should have done when I was done with stream, last stream, but Oghren's ready to go. Okay, and Zevran's pretty much. We've got all of Zevran's poisons. I bet there's more poisons. Ah, and there's more of these. Okay. And a bomb. Zevran has a bomb. Okay, Soldier's Bane I want to kind of keep for Lola, so we're good with that. Oghren, let's get you these. Make sure they're good to go. Oh, what character has it? I don't know if either one of them has the cutting. Oh no. What would that be? Okay, Oghren has 18. Zevran has 29. Okay. Zevran's got some good cunning going. Okay. So should I be going in with Zevran? I'm ready. Okay, I think we're ready for this. Let's save. Okay, we're gonna go into these two. Yeah. Making sure we get loot before we go.
This won't take long.
Eh.
Like.
No. All right.
And what are you supposed to be?
Let Zevran bluff. Okay.
We, sir, are performers from the Antiva City Circus. The famous Broma Brothers. Surely you have heard of us.
You don't look like brothers.
How can you say that? Are your eyes failing? Look at us. We are twins. Not identical, of course, but twins nonetheless.
I'm the pretty one.
Right. So what are you doing here?
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna let Zevran.
We are here for the commander of this fine establishment. It is his birthday, no?
It's not the commander's birthday, is it?
Don't tell me you forgot. What kind of terrible man-at-arms are you? No doubt he is crashed. It is fortunate indeed that the regent sent us to entertain him.
We'll wait over there. I'll get the captain. Never said anything about any circus freaks.
That was good.
Yeah, easy for you to say, elf. These clown pants are riding up something fierce.
All right, what's this about?
Okay, we're gonna bluff.
We are the famous Broma Brothers of the Antiva City Circus. Surely you're expecting us. We have traveled here at great expense to perform here at the particular request of Terran Loge.
Never heard of you.
What? Do you hear this, brother? What kind of uncivilized country is this? We have performed for archons and empresses.
And children and pets of all ages.
To have traveled such a distance as a personal favor to Loghain, only to be turned away at the door by some uncultured soldier? Unthinkable. Oh, Frank Druste, sick. Fine. Go perform in the main hall. I don't care. Why didn't I take the post at Lothering?
Okay, that's good. I like it. Okay, so we still can't go here, right? No. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see you standing there. May I help you?
Oh, is that Dr. Chocolates? Why would we attack her? We're not Lola.
Oh, no, I was just looking for the captain. I beg your pardon, mother.
He's down at the other end of the hall, my child.
I was actually looking for loot, but you know.
Be on your business.
Insufficient skill. Oh, do we talk to the captain?
Be on your business.
Oh, okay. We need Lola for the locks.
How many went to Lothering?
I don't know. heard they all emptied the palace though.
Uh-oh.
It's just one officer by a room full of guards in a fortress full of them. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Hey, Iceman!
The Iceman cometh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. How are you today? Gee, fancy seeing you here. I saw you earlier. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my son grilled out yesterday before we had our D&D session, and it was so good. He made like pork chops and steak and broths, and he went all out.
State your business.
Okay. Zevran's got the highest, so...
This is a crime.
What?
For a young woman in the prime of her life to waste away. I suppose there is some comfort in the knowledge that you sacrifice your youth and beauty, the best years of your life, for your kingdom, but it seems such a loss.
I hadn't really thought of it like that.
How noble! To sacrifice the pleasures of life so others might enjoy them. Your idealism is impressive.
You know, you're right. 3 Saturnalias in a row, they've stuck me on barracks duty. 3! I'm going to live my life before it's too late. Let somebody else guard their stupid door.
Oh my gosh! What the heck? Wow, I swear I've like fought all the way through this at times. The drama.
Oh no, I'm going to die!
Oh, the Dramamine is starting to take effect 4 hours after taking it. Oh my goodness. I've been having to take some allergy medication. Thanks for reminding me. Okay. I can't believe we're talking our
This
way.
is where we dispense with charm and subterfuge. These guards will know we have no business here.
Okay. Oh.
Intruder!
Oh my! Hello. Okay. I wasn't paying attention! I was not paying attention! Okay. Let's see if we can drag them through here.
And this is where we dispense with charm and subterfuge. These guards...
Okay, we have one shock. Nah, I want to wait for the shock bomb. Okay.
Guards will know we have no business here. As you like.
Hello? Hello?
Intruders!
Get him, Oghren. Oh, I keep getting stunned. Oh my gosh. Oghren, quit dying. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. And you need to... Okay, take a drink.
Ooh, now the fun part. As you like.
Do I have armor? They don't have their armor on! Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let me dispense of this one.
As you like. On it. Complete for points. Now the fun part.
Ooh. That was good. No wonder we're dying. We don't have our armor on. Oh my Lanta. What? Okay, so we have our gloves on. We just don't have our... What? I'm a dork. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Zevran. Sorry. Hey, Steeler. Hello. Oh my gosh, it is so cool to see all that food. You made me hungry. Okay, do we want the Mud Crusher or the Maul? Dragon, let's see. Damage 1440. Critical chance 80. Armor penetration for... yeah. I'm gonna use this. Or the Butterfly Sword. Should we give him the Butterfly Sword? It's like two-handed, right? Oh my gosh, we're giving Oghren the Butterfly Sword. Wait, armor penetration is 4.35. Hold on a sec. Nope. We'll give him them all. Lurking while waiting for right. That's... oh... That's what you did. Oh, for Trespasser? Oh my gosh, Iceman. I can't believe I believe I just did this. That was so ridiculous of me to
As you like.
Oh my gosh.
This won't take long.
I can't. I can't even. Oh man, you're going on a roller coaster. That should be fun. Oh no. Okay, so we have lesser. Oh, we only have like. Did I just get rid of a health potion? You didn't see that.
On it.
Okay, let's save. Oh my goodness. That probably would have gone a lot better with armor. Okay. This is going a lot better. Yes, they did! They did the Broma Brothers routine. It was awesome. Oh no! I'm like paying attention to chat and not... Oops! My bad. Oh man. No. This is horrible. I'm not used to their, okay, I need to... I mean, Zevran's a little bit closer to the Lola style. I am so used to her stuff. Okay, so... Alright, let's try it again.
On it.
I'll pay attention. What's in here? Hiyo. Hello.
We've got an intruder. This won't take long.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was amazing. Thankfully, Eldon told me to, okay, can't go that way. To look to see who had the most, whatchamacallit before going. Persuasion. Hey, Unity! Alright, save. Now pay attention. Okay, Oghren, take a drink. Hey. Oghren, you just not okay.
Nice sweep.
Oh, Oghren, take a drink, please. Take another. Actually, run away. Oh no, he's dead. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Dynamic Gamer. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you. To avoid backseating, you actually asked which of the highest cunning. Oh, no, I mean, it's not like I haven't played this before. I know, I look over, Dragon Age hype, I look over to see chat and then they're dead. But at least I saved it. Happy Saturday, I hope you're doing good. Okay.
As you like.
Actually, we're just gonna throw a bomb, because some days you just can't get rid of a bomb, can you? Okay, Oghren, I'm gonna have you stand back here. And Zevran's gonna throw a bomb. Hey tribe. Also we have a birthday that was yesterday. Carl the Cube Games, the maker of Carl Bob's Stories, birthday was yesterday, so we're gonna do some cake.
Didn't anybody ever tell you it's rude to leave before the cake's cut?
Happy birthday yesterday!
Off we go. Time for
Hang on. Okay, Oghren, take a drink. Oh my gosh.
I hope I don't get blood all over my head.
Okay, Zevran, now you. And Go back here. Oh, shoot. Dang it. No. Okay.
Scream for mercy.
Dang it! Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, screw that door. What's in here? Boo. Oh, just one? Are you serious? Ooh, an injury kit. Yes. I know. I want to see what loot's in here. Oh, well, that was not a lot. Before I go back. Okay, who's... Okay, so Ogren's got the... And then there was none. Okay. Okay, we'll save that door for a little bit later. Wait, what am I doing? Ooh, what is this?
On it.
Oh, it's tab. I was hitting the wrong one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Save. Yes, if any of you have not followed the Dynamic Gamer, I don't think I have a shout out. Do I have a shout out for you? Let me look. For the YouTube. I think I have Pickle still, so I'm gonna do Pickle. The lock Pickle. But, there it is. There's the YouTube link. You guys, if you've not followed Dynamic Gamer, please do. She's playing Greedfall right now. And I'm having a lot of fun following along. The lock Pickle, right? Okay. Oh no, not the peppers! Not the peppers! Skilled at lock pickles, my condiments. The lock pickle, I guess, really knows the deal. Oh my gosh, yes, we got a lot. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, I know they have stuff up here. Yeah, we got some good quotes that day. Okay, what is this way? Oh, that might... This is the way. Okay, we're gonna save again. We're gonna attempt. We had some great puns that day. Alright, let's try this again. See if we could get this shock bomb going, because that's the only bomb we have, but hold on right there, Oghren. Okay. Okay.
This really gets the
Okay, okay, okay. Take a drink. Take a drink. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, we did it! I think. Oghren? Help? Please? Okay. Yes! Hey, no more! Hello, hello! It's been so long since you played Dragon Age, especially Origins, that you honestly don't remember this part. I mean, I'm letting people or viewers decide what I do, and it's been kind of scary. What? Insufficient skill, how dare. Okay, was there a door I couldn't open somewhere? Was it this one? No? Yeah, having viewers choose has been something else, that's for sure. Now I don't know where I am. This is the only one you've seen which has surrendered or taken to house soldiers. Oh. And we had a poll, and it was decided that Alistair and Anara are gonna rule together. So that'll be interesting. But we haven't decided who's gonna fight Arl Howe yet.
This won't take long.
I'll probably put up a poll to see eventually. Hello?
As you like.
Okay.
Next time.
Was there nothing in that chest? Here we come to save the day. Oh man. Sir Gilmore! Sir Gilmore! You know what's really awkward? If you have like the Sir Gilmore mod and you have him in his party and you bring him here and it's like, that's not you, you see nothing. You're alive! I'm just gonna run around here real quick. Okay, that's where Alistair is.
As you like.
Oh, I was listening to the ambient noises. Okay.
This won't take long.
Alright, here we go. And we're gonna derp out of here. Oh yeah, because Lola has it all. She can pick anything. Oghren?
Thank the stone. You won't believe what they wanted me to do to get you out.
Why are we kneeling, Lola? Are you kneeling to Zevran? All hail Zevran, the mighty, who has saved us. Oh my gosh, you have saved us. Oh, it feels good to have familiar stuff back. Was there? I like this artwork. I think that's pretty neat. I still have a bunch of ideas for like I still want to do the Reapers, that old type art, like in the Leviathan DLC, but that would be neat too. Okay, too many ideas, too little time. Okay, where are all those chests I couldn't open? Not there. Anything down here? Yes, no, no. Yes, the Mavari. I actually started a watercolor of a Mavari, just the outline. See, Lola knows where it's at. Okay. Trying to think if that's the only... Wait. What is this way? Nothing. Probably help if I looked at the map. Okay, that's the main hall. The prison. Okay. Yes, our D&D group has merchandise! And it is so cool! I have a shirt on the way. But as a group, we stealthily got something for our DM.
Well, alright.
Well, not stealthily, because I totally accidentally emailed him about it. The mighty hound Biffy, striking fear in the hearts of the Darkspawn. Absolutely. Do I have... Oh. What is this? I need to finish... Okay, so I have an outline of... Well, I have a sketch of Morgan. I have an outline of Liara. And I have... This I can toss. What is this? This is Morgan. Okay, so... Well, that's my Nixie. I don't know if you can see it. It's not dark enough. I have like an outline of Liara. No, I don't think you can see it. But I need to get it started. Oh, and then I have a Mavari. There we go. And then I need to add like depth and everything, but I got Morrigan started. So, I mean, I have stuff that I need to finish. But yeah. I would love to finish the Liara, but jeez. So much, so little time. But at least I finished Eldon's. Oh. I need to send you one of these, Eldon. We got stickers. You know, that's weird, Eldon, because it's all set up for you guys to earn them. So I don't know what's going on. I might have to Google that later about the honey drips, because in I did check it just to make sure. It is set to on. And Twitch is the one that sets how much you get. So I might have to put in a ticket or something. Because y'all need to earn honey drips. Okay, so this is making me nervous. Hang on, there's nobody here? To fight? Was that because of Zevran? Pardon me, I am going to loot your chest. I told the soldier to go and live her life right. Hi guys. How you doing? Just passing through. Oh, here's a fight. Look at this. Oh, I thought one of our guys died. I was like, hang on a sec. Jeez. Okay, where are we? What are we doing? So much easier. Oh my gosh. I totally want to get, I put on this sweatshirt today and I was like, you know, I kind of want to get, a sweatshirt with my new logo on it. So, but yeah. Oh, I don't know if I showed y'all, but I got new stickers. I got more of the Misbehave. Hey Ty, what's going on? But I got the Chaotic Good sticker, and then I got the Aim to Misbehave sticker. So that'll be awesome. Oh, thank you for contributing. I keep forgetting that, oh, I just lost a sticker behind my thing. That we have that. Wait, what was that a key to? I just wondering. Oh, to this side. No? Hello? How's it going? You stream so late, Ty, that I'm just like, I always miss them. I'm like conked out by... I can't tell you, the fatigue right now is redonkulous. I mean, it's just... worse than the last time. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like being tired all the time. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Redcliffe? Yes, and if you haven't followed Ty, please give Ty a follow. Stop by, say hi. I did see you were playing some Dead by Daylight. Oh, we need to talk to the Grey Warden. I love the look of this place. I really, really do. For being as old as this game is, it still looks pretty freaking cool. Oh, as I run Lola into the wall. Oh, no worries, no worries. What is in here? Okay, we've talked... Wait. That's Honora's chamber, isn't it? I don't know. Leisure Suit Larry. How is... I've never actually seen that. I know that game was, you couldn't play that on Twitch for a while. But now you can. Okay, so... I thought there was another part of the castle we could get to. Poor Liliana and her freaking boots. But I love them. Oh, a book. I missed a book. I think it was Unicorn Scotch came up with this idea.
So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get...
Sorry. Came up with the idea to have channel points for war, which I thought was a brilliant idea. Her Broma Bro boots. Yes. Alright, I should probably save it. That was good. That was good.
But inevitable betrayal.
Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you for all the subs today, everyone. Oh my gosh, you're all amazing. And for those who didn't see it earlier, we have 3 new emotes. We have a bee derp that spins. And we've got a bee sweat and a bee blush. So we have new emotes. And so for those of you that use the Cancer Sucks, we still have that. We still have that. But it's also the movable one. I moved over to the BTTV emotes. So we would have room for the spinning bee derp. But we still got it. If you have BTTV, it's still there. So we do still have that. And for the streamers, if if you want to use the Cancer Sucks one, I made it open on BTTV for everyone to use. So, I know. Okay, so the story behind that is that I was using Duck's Derpy Duck all the time, and finally I was just like, I love it so much. I was like, who is the artist that did this? So and I showed them a picture of a chibi bee that my friend made me. So I asked for the dirt bee, and then they come back with like 3 other sketches, and I'm like, you realize I have to buy those now because I want them. So I've been like moving my emotes around.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I think I've seen as much dungeon as I ever want to.
I can believe it. Though I'm afraid if we do not act quickly to erode Loghain's support, we may all be seeing a great deal of Fort Draken in the future.
How much time do we have to stop him?
Very little. We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
There's, let's see. So we rescued you, to what end?
You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the Alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hao and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Nora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hao's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Alienage to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And what of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want
I mean, truthfully,
I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said.
she's actually
now, I think I will
the
retire
best
to my
option.
room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
I mean, when it comes to somebody who knows about politics and how everything works around the castle and stuff, I mean...
Well, she's quite spirited.
Honora is it.
I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
But then again, I always romanced Alistair, so... Could be Caden. Oh, Caden would have made a great king. Actually, no. He's more for space, fighting the Reapers. But, I don't know. I always choose Alistair. And if I'm a human noble, I'm his queen. But, yeah, y'all chose for Alistair and Honora to share the throne, so... Loghain is the only trouble I care about.
Loghain is the problem at hand, yes. We need to do all we can to erode his support before we call the Landsmeet.
Why do you think Honora is trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
I mean... Okay, so Lola is a dwarf noble. She knows all about that kind of politics too, so she would say probably... I think she would make a better ruler than Alistair. Hey, Corey! Join us. Hi! Good to see you. I'll wait for the ads. We have a raid! Hello, hello! Fancy seeing you today! How are you? As if you've not followed Corey, please head on over, hit that heart, and share the love. Was playing Mass Effect multiplayer today, and then Detroit Become Human. I know, it feels like it's been ages. What's up with that? Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. Well, since we got a raid, for those that don't know me, I'm Misbehaving. I play story games. Right now we're doing Dragon Age Origins, and might as well use our little raid thing. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Just so y'all know what you're getting into, here is a little video that I made up a little while ago about our stream. How was my dentist visit? I think I got something like right here on my face.
Chalk everything up to
you
a
see
dream,
it?
a delusion.
Holy Wait, buckets of reapers. Okay. Oh, holy buckets of clickers. Damn. Frickety frackety frogs. No. Oh, jeez and Nelly. Take that, you hoarding McHorty pants, you. Shh. Shh. Indoor voice, Deacon. Indoor voice. Oh, hi. Bye. Yes, thanks for coming over. I still need to add the Mako derp to that. There it is. There's the Mako. There's the Mako derp. But thank you for bringing your community over. And yes. Have a good lurk and a good work day. Okay, so I'm gonna say I think she would be a better ruler than Alistair.
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood.
So?
We did not fight the Olesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Here we go. Maybe Alistair should marry Honora.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
I am very persuasive. Why is it so important for Merrick's son to be on throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Olesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring.
How is the sound today? Did I fix it? Out of curiosity.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
I've got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with her.
Awesome, thank you.
She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy. And the sooner we know which she is, the better.
How do I get... Oh, there he is. There's Riordan. Alright, cool. Hey, Riordan.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Oh, did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
I would love to have more backstory on Duncan and Riordan's time together as Wardens. I think that would be super cool. And if it's out there, let me know, because it's not that I'm aware of. I was hoping I could learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what
Can I give
know,
you these papers?
But it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
Why? Oh, okay. Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn.
The books have more on
tunneling,
Duncan? Okay.
Searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
I would totally play a DLC, The Adventures of Duncan and Riordan, when they were younger. How many Wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
Okay, alright, sweet. I think I have them on my, like, wish list. I just need to get them at some point. How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Guess that's all for now?
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Oh man, I can't give him the papers. Papers, please. Papers.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Oh, yes. Are these your papers?
I wondered what Howe did with them. Yes, these are my records. Names of the
I've never
dead
been
I
so excited
recognized
about giving
across the
someone
ground.
papers before.
What was left of Duncan's recruitment records. Some encrypted copies of the joining ritual that I retrieved from our Denerim vault. Those, at least, ought to have stayed private.
What vault?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries.
Now we can go
for the
in
defense
and get
of
Duncan's
Denerim.
shield. What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
You're going alone. Shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
I need to get going.
Good luck to you, then. We will have to talk again when the land's meat is more settled.
And loot the vault. Okay, let's convince Alistair to marry Honora. Sorry, Alistair.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind?
Uh-huh. Oh, wow, I could still flirt with him? Let's see what we can do. No. I have some questions.
Of course.
Okay, I guess I never... What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
Don't avoid the question. I want to know.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
Just try that line on me.
I can think of much better lines for you.
Oh, well, right. Let's get back to the point. Really? Why don't you try them? Okay, let's do this.
I might. Just you wait. Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's
Oh
just
my.
that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. First change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I love the armor that Alistair has. That's like my favorite armor. Besides the Grey Warden. Maybe you were just a pig.
That's me, Alistair the pig. I can go through a trough in 5 seconds flat, just you watch. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nothing to get excited about. She wouldn't admit it.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
Bad news, I take it. Spits it out.
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live. Give or take. The taint.
One reply, Alistair
It's a death
mentions you
sentence.
gaining weight.
Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
How cheery.
And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. There you have it.
Seems like a high price to pay.
I suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the Blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
No, we liked Duncan. We're not gonna say he got what he deserved. Oh my gosh. If this is all we have to look forward to.
We can look forward to ending the Blight. That's what's supposed to make this worth it.
Alrighty then. Okay, talk to Honora. Papers, please. I'm glad I got the papers out. Here we go. She doesn't have anything to loot, really? You have nothing?
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Oh, let's see. Let's ask her, why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both.
Okay.
I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine.
All right. Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna mention it. Why not simply marry Alistair, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kalen, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kalen as well. And are you so truly eager to pawn the lad off on me anyway? I rather got the sense that you two might be.
Oh no, I'm with Zevran. You've never heard of a political marriage?
That is how my own marriage to Kalen began. It still became more, in time. This doesn't bother you?
Not at all, because I'm with Zevran.
I see. So be it then. Alistair does have Therin blood. It is the one thing I do not have, truth be told. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I can convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I will speak to him.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Dun dun dun! Matchmaker, matchmaker. Dun dun dun. We got Oghren and his old flame back together, and now Alistair.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think you'd be a great king, Alistair.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea?
You have a kind heart and strong sense of justice. You'd look snappy with a crown.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry Honora.
Marry her? As in marriage? As in be her husband?
Marriage.
You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you?
He looks very upset.
Why would you do that? What about us?
Wait a minute, there is no us. How is there us? You didn't even give me a rose. I don't understand. I'm with Zevran. I know, but this is important.
So are you. More important than the throne by far.
What? I just flirted with you like 5 minutes ago, not the whole game. I don't understand. This is about more than us, Alistair. What? Please just hear me out.
Why do you think I should do this then? Tell me.
Because we're not together. I think this is the best compromise for peace. Ooh, cunning. Look at that. She can rule while you lead. It's perfect. It's the smart move, and I think you know. Yeah, let's do cunning.
Maybe you're right. I hate it when you're right. Go ahead then.
And if I'm wrong, and
Tell
I'm never
her
wrong.
I'll do it if it comes to that. Now excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Oh my gosh. Dun, 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 dun. I say one flirty thing and he thinks we're together.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kalen's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened.
Yes, like Darkspawn.
If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
marry Alistair and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Alright. Let's go see what's up with the elves. Oh my goodness. Okay, so party members. Let's see. Since we're dealing with the elves. Okay. So I have, like, said I was going to side with Honora. And then I made Alistair king. I mean, I've done that a few times. Gosh. Party members. Okay, so we're going to go to the Alienage. So, let's do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. Whoever I don't put in the poll, if you want to vote for that person, put it in the chat. And, alright. Alienage. I don't know if I spelled that right. So, I'm going to put Zevran. Liara. Let's Morgan. Wynn. Alistair. Okay, so we have Biffy, Shell, and Sten, who are not in the poll because it's just not enough slots. And, so if anyone wants Shell or Biffy or Sten, you can put it in the chat. But, yeah. Alright, so we have a vote for Wynn, which is good. She's our healer. But Morrigan does have some healing stuff too, so. What characters have fire resist? I have no idea. I don't know. Shell, maybe? I don't think I have, I don't think I have any fire resist for Shell. I think it's just, nature and, electricity. Okay, we'll definitely win. People like win. Win is definitely going. We didn't have any votes for anyone else, so let's see here. Win is a favorite, apparently. Okay, I want to take Zevran. Yes. Any suggestions, Alden? I could see about fire resistance for Shell, but, so Oghren has the blood dragon armor. Liliana? Okay. Indeed. Alright. I'm trying to think of what armor they have and stuff on. I need to sell some things too. Oh yeah, that's true. We need range, don't we? Good choice, good choice. Hello.
Dwarven crafts. Fine. You do your father proud, my lady.
Thank you.
Of course, my lady. You do me great honor.
I know. Okay, what can we get rid of? These, oh, the Antivan leather boots. Those are for Zevran. Why would I want Howl's shield? Please. Please. Oh, don't want to get rid of the chicken. Or I called it a chicken. Dude, want to get rid of the chicken. I think it was a dove or something. Okay. Oh, we have soul root bombs. Hello. Yes. He's got a grandmaster room. Okay, anyway. Actually, I should probably go to the camp at some point. We still have Colgrin's horn. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go get Duncan's shield. I keep coming in here to get it and didn't realize I had to talk to, what's his name first. I have not fought the High Dragon yet.
Well, all right.
Duncan's shield, oh my gosh. So many feels. Axe of the Grey, oh my gosh. So much.
Of course.
Nice. Lots of arrows.
Well, all right. Of course.
Okay, what do we got here? Okay, I'm gonna give Lola these Dalish gloves. Oh, here's fire resistance. We'll go ahead and put that on. Those boots. I'm sorry, Liliana. She's got a nice bow, so I think we're good with that. She's got... I think I pretty much upgraded them pretty well. Defense. I think defense might be better. I don't know. Armor penetration? Nature damage. I mean, she is a mage. Nine. The edge. 6. I just don't want to get rid of Duncan's dagger. But this one is so much better. I'm sorry, Duncan. Okay. Oh, this has got negatives on it though. -3 strength. -3 strength. 12 constitution though. Those have +2 strength though. Okay. What does one have? Okay, there's more fire resistance. Okay, sweet. So we do have some fire resistance and damage. Okay. I think we're good. Wait, wasn't there a phylactery in here? Or did I get it? Maybe not? Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of Awakenings. I might be thinking of Awakenings. I mean, what do I have to be for, should we fight the High Dragon? Should we do that before we go to the Alienage? Oh, there go the cats. I still can't open these.
Craft. Fine dwarven craft. Direct from Orzammar.
Okay. Alright, let's see about doing a dragon. Wait, what? Oh, we need Dr. Chocolates.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand. From the lowest slaves.
For those that don't know, this is Dr. Chocola's voice actress.
Those who bring ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham?
Those who bring ham.
Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
I love that so much. Okay, so where would the High Dragon be again? Dragon's Lair? Do we have to go through the temple again? Let's go look. Oh, that was Haven right here, wasn't it? Okay, I guess we're fighting. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, hey, how you doing?
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegra can get you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
It's not closed off. Times have changed in Orzammar, but let's see that discount. They sure have. Okay, so... I thought we had Duncan's shield. Oh, maybe I just give it to Alistair. Okay. High Constable's mace. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, he does. I've gotten all of his gifts, I think. Or not. Yeah. How is my party? Right now, do I need to give anyone gifts? No, I think we're all good. Okay. Wait. Yes. Haven.
Couldn't we all just get along? No?
Wait, what? Did we miss a guy? Okay. Oh, there's graves? Oh, there's a little... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at all these gravestones. Whoa. Is that from everyone we killed? How do I get back there? Oh, I can't go back there. I wanted to read them. See, we just killed the guy that was burying everyone that we killed. Oh, there's a villager still here? Hello. And a book? I missed a book?
And so I shall.
Okay, so we killed that guy in the shop. I don't know if I've ever done this before, so if I'm going the wrong way, let me know. I'm really not quite sure what to do or expect here. Wait, top of the mountain overlooking the village to Haven. This is actually the village of Haven, so... yeah. Okay. So we'd have to go through the ruined temple again? Oh, I can't travel. Okay. Don't mind us, just passing through. Side passage, okay. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Oh man. Should we switch up our party? I think we'll be good. I hope. Wait. This one. Yes. Right side. Okay, I guessed right. And then I looked over to see your thing. Oh boy. I'm going to so die. Okay. Oh my. Actually, I have bombs. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Okay, come on. What you got, Liliana? Okay, you got this.
Ready!
Actually, how about I... Jeez, Natalie, really? Explosive bolt. Okay, Wynn. We need to do something about this guy. Okay. Ooh, bear. Liliana. You have a wolf. Dang it. Come on, we can do this. Where's your wolf? Oh no! What the heck? Okay, let's throw the bomb again. What are you doing? Okay, do I have any, let's do some knockback bolts. Oh, she can almost get it. Oh my gosh, we do. Okay, Liliana. Okay. So, my girl just did the warmth bomb, so we only have one. Alright, I'm gonna switch back over. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's no healing potions left. Ah! Ooh. No, not yet. Okay. Okay. Finally. Actually, I'm gonna switch back, because that was better. Look at my bear go! Aww, poor werewolf guy. Ooh, dragon slavery achievement. Dragon what? Oh my gosh. What is all of this? Whoa. We're good. I slay the dragon. Can we do this like she's right getting chomped? Nom 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 on the dwarf. Oh. No. Unsuspecting Lola is going to get nommed by a dragon. Thank you for keeping on asking me about this. Ooh, that would be good for Liliana. But she needs 20 strength. Okay. What about the bow? And my bow. This one has more. The other one she has some more stuff on it though. Was the dragon horn like more for strength? It looks like it. Holy cow. That's a lot of stuff. Dang. 100 gold? We got 100 gold from that? Dang. Wait, what was that one thing in Ostagar? The life bringer thingy or whatever? Or the... So I think I bought... Did I buy Rose's Thorn? The Rose Thorn? I don't remember. I don't think I did. We need to go to Ostagar real quick. Oh my gosh. I might have given that to Zevran. Let's see. Or not. Yes, or Zamar. I want to... Oh. I'm like, that doesn't look like Lola running. Let's go back home for a second. The alienage could wait, right? We have plenty of time. Oh, all the injuries are healed if we sleep at camp? Hang on. What are you... What is with... Balin Fanatic. Oh, okay. Keep getting knocked down. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Greater Lyrium potion.
Right.
And injury kit. Okay. My brother is smirking from the stone. He is so gone. How did we get into the proving? That was weird. Okay, so we were like right there. Okay.
So I imagine it has been some time for you, Liliana.
Some time for me? I do not know what you mean.
Some time since you last knocked boots, shall we say? You did just come from the cloistered life, no?
Of course it has been some time.
Oh
There
no.
are more
Cover your
important
eyes,
things in life
Liliana.
than knocking boots, Zevran.
Oh, I'll not argue that. I simply mean that the body has urges. Urges
I
given
forgot
forth
to
by
take a
the
left at
maker.
Albuquerque,
Yours
right?
must be.
Quit flirting, Zevran, you're mine.
It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of
Man,
old
he's still
cheese and
looking for his
shredded
sandwich.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Let me see your wares.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Okay, let's see. Oh, so somebody does have the necklace. Okay, cool. Oh no, wait. Yeah. Rose's thorn. 48 gold still. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm not selling Duncan's dagger. Oh my gosh, so many things I could sell. But I don't wanna. Oh my gosh, okay, so. Don't need that. Don't need that. That. Or that. I'm just gonna sell this. Yeah. Yeah, we're at 120. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh. A remarkable ruby. Well, that's... Nobody's getting that gift now. Oh my gosh. Gosh darn it. If I like... I sell some of this stuff, but it wouldn't get me closer. Oh, so close, yet so far away. Alright, well, that was a good try. Good try. Maybe after the alienage we can come back and get it. I want to put a couple of things at Soldier's Peak. I may need a diamond for...
Is this yours?
Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the...
For Awakenings? Oh well. Okay, let's go to camp. No wait, let's go to Soldier's Peak. I'm so confused. So confused but so well mixed. Okay. Gorham could have given me more gold. Well. Oh well. Hey, Levi and family. Okay, so I could probably sell this. I don't need that. We have Gorham's sword. Mage's Eye, Wolf Killer, Helm of Holonolith, Helm of Legion. Caitlin's really? Seriously? Okay. Wait, oh, there's the Drakeskin boots. Boots of the Legion. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Who needs Demon Shield? Right? Okay, so I do want to put Duncan's Dagger in here. Why is this in here? Okay. Oh, just because it means nothing. Okay, I get it.
What can I do for you, Warden?
What you got? What you got?
Certainly.
So you think Levi would give me less money? Just seeing what he had. Alright, let's go to camp real quick. Biffy?
Yes, it is good to have my sword at my side again. I call her Asala, the soul, my soul. She is forged from rare blue steel and has served me faithfully for many years. Yes, you understand what it is like to have a weapon that is part of you. Few others do.
Gorham will give more gold for dwarven nobles. Interesting. This pet baby. Hey, Zevran.
You wish to talk? Ah, good. I have a question for you. You and Alistair are quite close.
Oh, here it is.
I am curious as to the nature of your relationship.
We're not close. I flirted with him one time. It's not what you think.
Isn't it? I've watched you and he together. I know a complication when it rears its head and threatens to bite. Our flirtation has been fun, but if you believe that what you and Alistair have is real, perhaps it would be best if we desisted. Complication avoided, everyone is happy.
It was one flirtation. You're being a little presumptuous.
Perhaps I am. I have always believed in being direct when the situation calls for it, however. I make no claims upon you, nor would I dream of such. You are free to pursue your fancies as you desire, and I would have it no other way. I suspect Alistair, however, would not feel the same way.
Just
if
like
there is to be
Caroline.
something between you and I, to string him along would only hurt him deeply. Surely you know this is true.
He didn't even give me the rose, though. I mean, doesn't Alistair give you a rose to continue it on? Okay. You're going to force me to choose, aren't you?
And what would you have me do then? I am many things. A murderer, a thief, a lover. But I am no cheat. If whatever is between us cannot be honest, let it not be at all.
I want you no question, because Alistair is...
I'm glad I am to hear it. You will need to be the one that tells Alistair, however. Now then, shall we move on to more pleasant topics? How about poetry, hmm?
I know a good poem when I hear it.
Well, trust me then. You won't be hearing it now. It was recited to me, as I recall, by a rather wealthy target of mine. Let's see. The symphony I see in thee, it whispers songs to me. Songs of hot breath upon my neck.
Okay.
Songs of soft sighs by my head. Songs of nails upon my back. Songs of thee come to my bed.
Okay. Oh dear.
Oh, I know, I know. I couldn't believe that she thought this would actually convince me to spare her. I had sex with her anyway, but that goes without saying.
I thought we already had this
She still had to die.
conversation.
The poem was amusing at the time, however, and thus I've always remembered it.
So you thought to seduce me with it?
Now that is a thought, isn't it? Would it work?
It might.
I'll have to keep that in mind. Personally, my preferred methods of seduction are a bit more tactile. Here I thought you might be cheered up by some naughty poetry. You simply look so unhappy. Such an unflattering expression for such a lovely face.
He said I'm unhappy. I don't feel unhappy.
No?
It's just my
That is good
face.
to know. Though you might have fooled me with those serious eyes of yours. Me, I tend to make the best of whatever situation I find myself in, stealing what moments I can. It's served me well most days. You might learn to do the same.
Lola's got resting, unhappy face. Think I'll do the same, actually.
Then I learn something new about you every day. Enough poetry, I think. The time has come for traveling and the murdering of villains and whatever else passes for adventuring these days.
All right. Let's... Oh, Alistair disapproves 26. Okay, so we need to give Alistair a present. That's why I have these.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, this shield. It's Duncan's, isn't it? That's his crest.
You said you wanted something to remember him by.
I did. I really did. I just never expected. Thank you. Truly, I had no idea his shield wasn't with him. This is perfect. I don't know how to express my gratitude. This means a great deal to me.
I thought it might.
I'll treasure this. Thank you.
Haha. Ooh, wow. Okay.
So, I understand that this is it. You've chosen someone else.
He looks so sad. How can I do this to him? Ah. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Yeah. Me too.
Since we
Look,
only flirted one time.
I'm fine with it. Really. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. Zev's a lucky bastard.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I really have to say about it. I hope he makes you happy.
Oh my gosh, he looks like a hurt puppy. I feel so bad. Oh, thank you for understanding.
Oh, I don't know that I go that far. let's get back to it then. We have plenty of other things to keep us busy.
Gosh. Oh no, we have to give him more gifts. Hold on. Man, you're so demanding, Alistair.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. That's very
You're
nice.
welcome.
Oh, thank you. That's very...
Okay, so... Yeah, Lola's given a lot of gifts because she has really upset a few of her party members a lot. So... Yeah. Turn in crafting materials. Give all deep mushrooms. I sometimes forget to give stuff. Runes for the circle. Okay, turn in. We'll give him 10 sovereigns.
Generous as always, Warden.
Oh, 10 gold gone. Maybe that wasn't the best deal.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Excuse me.
Good to have you along on the road.
Have you heard any rumors?
The dwarves have themselves a new king, I understand. One chosen by a Grey Warden, too, if you can believe it. A lot of people are hoping this means they will help us fight the Darkspawn now. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Did I accidentally get rid of that necklace? I did. Look at that. There it is. I accidentally sold the necklace. That's why I didn't see it. Well, I'm buying it back. This is more important to me than that rose thing, so yeah. Oh no. Oh goodness, I cannot believe I gave that away. Alright, so back in dinner room, I'm gonna sell some stuff. So do I actually have to sleep? Or do I just have to go to camp? Because you can't really sleep. Okay. No, entering the camp is fine. Okay. 780. 60. Okay, that should be for Eliana. Eliana. Okay, I like Oghren having that, but is the Nug Crusher? Yes. Eliana. Eliana Clampett! Okay, so he does have Duncan's shield and Duncan's sword. So that's like perfect for... So what I have is the Juggernaut items. This is like one of my favorite works of armor. Eliana and Jethro. I still can't believe I sold that. That is so disappointing in myself. Okay. Okay, Liliana. Eliana. I should just get rid of that. Okay, so, alright, let's go. Back. Alright, so we had Wen,
Yes.
Zevran,
Yes.
and Liliana.
Indeed.
Going back to Denerim. Man, that was such a horrible money costing mistake, accidentally selling that. Oh, why do we always get stopped by him? We don't want your wires, Buster. Not today. Okay, I'm gonna sell some stuff to what's his name, and then we'll go to the Alienage. Oh, the guy that we rescued should be there too. Dwarven crafts.
Dwarven craft. You do your father proud, my lady.
Thank you.
Of course, my lady. You do me great honor.
Okay. Ox of the Grey. You can have the bite backs. This reminds me too much of the Grey Wardens. I want to keep it. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I mean, I pretty much have everyone outfitted to what I want. Ooh, we should go to Wade's. Okay, but didn't the Rose, or the guy in Orzammar, didn't he have a necklace too, or was it a ring? Was it a necklace or was it a ring? Oh, he had the Life Giver ring. Okay. Well, we got a lot of life. Apparently. Okay.
Don't tell me you're wearing that garbage.
Oh my gosh.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
Can you make dragon scale armor?
You just don't know when to quit.
Why so glum, Erin? Today is a glorious day. Today, I made dragon scale armor.
I feel just giddy.
Giddy. How long will it take?
Now, I've dreamed of what I would do every night. It's in my head in perfect clarity. It will be the work of hours.
What? You're serious?
Absolutely. The only question is what type of armor. Dragon scale is marvelous, flexible and tough. I could make a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate. What interests you?
Oh, what? I mean, should I mean... We have the DLC armor from Liliana's song, but... How about we do medium?
Excellent! Excellent! Now don't move! There you go.
Wow, that was quick.
Work, that is.
You did it so fast.
Of course, Erin. Have some faith. I am.
That was like a second.
Miracles never cease. But you're not welcome here anymore.
What?
I need a sabbatical. Maybe someplace warm.
I hate my life.
What? What? Oh, I need like 34 strength. Excuse me. Reload. Oh, I'd have to come from the camp again. What would I thought I picked medium. Oh, do I have everything? Do I? I do not. Okay. I mean, if I got it for Lola, what would you suggest?
Indeed.
I'll save right in front of the thing. I mean, that was pretty much it. The lightest armor, and she couldn't wear it. I was like, what? All men.
Dwarven crap. You do your father proud, my lady. Of course, my
Trying to
lady.
think of.
You do me great honor.
I mean, who I normally take with me and stuff. Okay. This. Hang on. You give them strength so they can wear heavy armor. Alright, save. I like Alistair's armor, so we hardly take stun. I mean, all of them are pretty out. Yeah. I did. It's right here. Spell ward. Life giver.
So let us pretend that I do indeed believe that murder is wrong.
We are not having this conversation.
Were I to believe such a thing, what would I do with it? Feeling guilt about things one can no longer change seems so very time-consuming with little hope for actual gain.
But you could change what you do in the future.
What would that require exactly? It seems to me that feeling guilty would take up a great deal of my time as it is.
Perhaps you could save a life instead. One for every life you have taken.
That is a great many lives to save and feel guilty as well. Perhaps I could do one or the other.
It is not a game, Zevran. You either know right from wrong, or you do not.
I am so confused. I think I may cry. May I lay my head in your bosom?
No. No, you may not.
You're so very cruel. How is it that you do not feel guilty?
I feel guilty for ever having spoken to you.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try
Oh my
again.
gosh, that's
I've learned
great.
So much.
That's
Wait,
great.
please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
Dragon's
You just don't know when to quit. Why so glum, Erin? Today is a glorious day. Today I make dragon scale armor. I feel just giddy.
How long it will take?
Now, I've dreamed of what I would do every night. It's in my head in perfect clarity. It will be the work of hours. What? You're serious? Absolutely. The only question is what type of armor. Dragon scale is marvelous, flexible and tough.
I don't
I could
think
make
so.
a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate. What interests you?
What is dragon bone plate? I don't think they had anything that I really wanted, so I think we're good. Massive armor. Alright. You know what? We're gonna go. I'm gonna go with medium.
Excellent! Now don't move!
Exactly what I went with before, but...
There you go. My life's work, that is.
You did it so fast.
Of course, Erin. Have some faith. I am a master armorer, you know.
Miracles never cease. But you're not welcome here anymore.
I need a sabbatical. Maybe someplace warm.
I hate my life.
And then we see them, like, in Awakenings. Okay. I'll just have to add to her strength. Dun, dun, dun. Okay,
Dwarven craft.
Alienage. You know what I want? Oh my gosh, that one time was so perfect when you came in, Zevran. Trying to figure out dinner situation. I'm craving popcorn. Again. Yes. Alienage. I just love the map situation, that how they do this in Dragon Age. Seriously, it's so cool.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
I have no idea what I did for her, but yay, me?
What do you need?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
Alrighty then. So much going on, so little time. Oh, are you sick?
Myra, is that you?
No,
Myra?
sorry.
Where are you?
Hey.
Someone's coming.
Hey. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Please don't talk to me. You'll only attract their notice.
And he disappeared. Okay. Remaster would be brilliant. Hey, I know you.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I? I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is. There are mages from Deventer here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Why hasn't the alienage been closed off?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn. I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Deventer here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Alrighty then. Does this magical treatment work?
I don't know. You can only find out for certain if it doesn't work. And no one wants to put it to a serious test.
The Chantry allowed foreign magic here?
I guess so. I'd expect Templars here otherwise.
I should go.
I know you've already done a lot for me, but I have to ask. Could you talk to Shiani? Please. I don't know what's going on here, but I know she's in over her head.
See what I can do.
Really?
Because I gotta help
I don't know
out
what
here
to say.
anyway.
Thank you. Make her bless you.
Not doing it for you. I'm doing it because I need help during the lance meet.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Oh, you're too kind, sir. Andraste's blessings to you.
I kind of hit the wrong button.
Thank you, sir.
I guess you're welcome. Bearing arms is strictly prohibitive. Elves who have swords will... something. Will die upon them. Ooh. Hello, doggy. Oh, it growled. Look at its tongue. Ah. Hello.
And so I...
Apparently we're going in. There's a plague, people are dying, but we're looting. Nothing to see here. Okay. Ooh, Andraste's Grace. Landmark tree. Oh, hello, Sir Otto. We're gonna, like, go by here a little bit. Oh, man.
This is our punishment. The Maker sent us this
You need
plague for
help.
turning against the Owl. Oh. Oh.
There's nothing wrong with me. It's only a cold. It'll pass.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
What happened to your eyes?
I appreciate your candor. Most stare. Or worse, the awkward silence. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Malefica. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
Enough small talk. How can I help you?
In my time in the Alienage, I've come to feel there is something sinister at work here. What exactly, I know not. It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the Alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
What should I look for?
I don't know. I have a feeling that there is something to be found, though. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
Something wicked this way comes. Hello, dear child.
Mama never came back from Ievan. What's taking her so long?
Sorry.
How do you even know they're working magic?
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Helped them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the Alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani.
Shiani's mother?
Still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
What's going on?
You shouldn't be here, dwarf. Your kind don't leave the market district. Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian?
Oh, okay. Slow down and tell me what's going on
These
here.
foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
think I'll take a look
They won't
alive.
just
Look,
let
look,
you
look,
in.
look, a looky look. I can't do it. Do you have a better idea?
Well, there is another entrance in the alley.
A looky-loo.
There's no crowd watching, no mages, and only one guard. You can try. Those guards mean business.
First time playing Dragon Age? No. But it's the first time I'm playing a dwarf. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Yeah, I've pretty much played and romanced everything except for a dwarf. So, and she's a renegade. So she's not a very nice dwarf. Let's get some of this death root. But a lot of this, it's been a fun playthrough because a lot of it, there has been a lot of, how would I say it? Since a lot of the party choices and stuff, I've let chat decide. It's been pretty different. And cool. It's been, yeah. Especially when you get to hear, like, conversations you never heard before.
There's no way I'm going near mages.
A lot of snark and gifts to make up for that snark, for sure.
Who's there? Stay away!
Calm down, I just want to ask some
I
questions.
can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble.
Okay, so we're intimidating. Since we're renegade, I am not going to ask twice.
I don't know, I swear. I only saw them take people away. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Baker, the little one's crying.
Where did they take everyone?
Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back.
What about Valendry?
I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules.
What else
Every
have you
few
seen?
days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
Oh man, I'm gonna let y'all decide what we're gonna do with the slaver.
And so I shall. Of course.
Yep. Oh, hi. You. Alright, how's everyone doing? Okay. I really could use some health potions about right now. Oh my goodness.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be?
Tevinter? And who are you supposed to who are you supposed to be?
Quick, get them, hurry!
I don't think so, buddy. Plague Shack. You know what I read that as? The Love Shack. Doesn't that lead to the, now I'm gonna call it the Love Shack.
Of course.
The architecture just everywhere in this game is gorgeous. This leads to the battle of the... Okay. No, wait, that or this. I saved it, so...
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities.
No interference? What's going on here?
You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals?
You'd best get out of here, out of my way now.
I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
I would watch out where I you. See there? That's a trap.
Okay, so this leads to... Alright. I'll be back. I was thinking the one place that we clear out was what led to what we were just heading towards, so... We need to talk to what's his name anyway. So much to do in the Alienage. Yeah. Okay. Actually...
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague?
Oh my gosh, keeping your people from their families doesn't bother you?
Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. I'm just trying to make a living.
How much do they pay you?
Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want?
6 sovereigns.
6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
She is not below bribery. Lola will bribe whoever she is. So much easier. Caladrius is another Logain voice actor? Oh, Lola is a beyond... She's a noble. She knows what bribing is. It's like... She's okay with bribery.
Of course. As you desire.
Bring... Oh. See, we just got our sovereigns back.
And so I shall.
With all this loot. Oh, that's the front door. We don't want that.
Oh no, I'm going to die!
Good idea. Okay, we're gonna talk to... Oh, hi. Wow, there's a lot on me here. Wait, what are you doing? He totally exploded that person. Oh god.
Shall we compete for points?
Ew! Oh my gosh. Mages were charming the elves. Okay. That was so not cool.
And so I shall.
That was some blood magic right there, I would say. I don't think I've ever used a mystical site of power before. That was interesting.
Lovely. As you desire.
What have you found?
I'll keep looking. Okay. Hi, Shawnee.
Are you alright? What was in there? Where is everyone?
I don't know. I didn't see any patients.
How is that possible? They've taken dozens of us into quarantine. Where else could they be? It makes no sense.
I found this note.
Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where?
Have you seen them bring anything out of the hospice?
No. People go in, but they don't come out. They aren't shipping anything out of there that we've seen. They could be moving through the back alleys. There are all sorts of buildings back there. They could be using one as some sort of warehouse, staging area.
There was a key with the note.
There are apartments off the alleys. I would go to the back of the hospice and maybe follow the alley from there. If you find any more information, please let me know. I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
Okay, so, do you have any loot in here, Arith?
I'm sorry, but we're closed. There are a few places in the market district that can properly serve you.
What's going on?
They came to treat the blight plague. You did know about the plague, didn't you?
How bad is the plague?
How bad is it? Do catastrophes come in different sizes? One day, your child comes home with a cough. The next day, she's fevered, seeing things, hearing voices. And the day after that, she's dead, and it's your husband coughing.
I may not have released them
when
from
the last person in your
side
house takes sick, he'll open a window, so the smell will bring someone to take your bodies out for burial. Is that bad enough for you?
Jeez, Manelli, dude. Kinda... Okay, I'll go.
Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Help us, please!
Ah, okay.
We're not sick! Let us out of here! Thank you, friend. They took him away
what's his
already.
name?
Through the back alley. We don't know where exactly.
We should get out of
You
here.
don't have to say that twice.
I didn't even see it back here. Okay. Now we'll go back out.
And so I shall. Of course.
What? I cannot go? How rude.
As you desire.
To the shop. Hopefully it's open now.
As I said, the shop is closed. You'll have to go somewhere else.
Well, they're looking for
Sorry,
information.
you'll have to look somewhere else. Excuse me.
Well, fine. Maybe I need to talk to Shawnee again. Hello?
What happened? Some of the elves ran out, but I didn't recognize any of them. Where are all the others?
They were the only ones inside.
How is that possible? They've taken dozens of us into quarantine. Where else could they be? It makes no sense.
I'll take a look
If
around.
you find any more information, please let me know. I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
Alright, well, we may be stuck. I actually have... We have quite a few health potions. Sort of. Sir Otto. What do we need for him? I can't remember. Alright, well, let's go. If I have issues, we'll just come back. Ah, okay. Thank you. Okay. That makes sense. We've got like 17 health potions. Should be good. Let's move these over. I think I have some life stones. Yeah, and that's about it. Let's move these. Chicken parmesan and oh, that sounds so good. Nom nom is right. Oh wait, did I just go outside? Okay, we're good. I know, it's been so different because like in my gameplay I played this so many times that my order is like Sacred Ashes, Red Cliff, Mage Tower, and then Dwarves. Because you get the Sacred Ashes, you're at Red Cliff and you can go, ah, I have them. I have everything I need. It's a trap. Alright, remember I have a bear. Remember I have a bear. And Liliana. There we go.
It's a fight.
Yay, more health potions. Okay. Come with me. I know the way. Hold on. I forgot to loot. What was I thinking? Okay, people, stay there for a second. No! I was like, help me. We'll let Yogi take care of him. Oh, she's Vanelli. When? Help? Okay, Yogi. Oh, Yogi can't fit through the door. Oh no! No! Yogi can't fit. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so sad. Yogi cannot fit through the door. Oh my gosh. Alright, so, unless it's like a big open space, we're going to do the wolf. That poor dog. Oh my gosh.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
Okay, so we're going with the Lola response. Actually, here we go. We're gonna do a poll. Are we going to let him go? Or bye. Alright, so you guys get to decide if he lives or dies. Man. I love that. Turn them into Jellystone. Picnic basket. Those are great. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh. It was tied for a second there. I was like, ruh-roh. We got by. It won't let you type in the poll, like die, death, or something like that. Kill, or anything. Any words like that, it won't let you do in the poll. So that's why I was like, bye. Oh, yep, okay. We shall take the papers off of from your cold, dead hands. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Lola response. Here we go. Oh wait, here. No. We gotta do the sound effect. Okay.
Her name was Lola.
She is a dwarf and she's going to knock some of his hair, but I don't see any there. She's going to defeat all of these mages and soldiers. Okay, we're done. I was having issues. Okay, don't care who you are going to die.
Are you certain you wish to commit such rash action, Grey
Yes.
Warden? Look around you. Surely we can reach some kind of compromise.
Let's talk again after I've slaughtered your friends.
Pity. Looks as if we shall have to settle this the hard way, then. My apologies.
He seriously apologized for that? Okay, so... Liliana doesn't have any ice arrows. There you go. Oh, I'm out of Soldier's Bane, okay. Alright, Liliana, get your wolf. Oh my goodness gracious, okay. Lola, you need the bear. Let's get Yogi. How dare they interrupt? Oh my gosh, we're all dying. Wow. No. Okay, so this is interesting. Get it, Yogi, get it. Okay, Yogi, we got this. We got this. Baby. Oh, my bear. It's not my bear. My bear's not here. got here? Oh, I'm so gonna die. I might as well just let it go. Yeah. Okay. My journey does not end because we're going to load the last save. This is a rough fight, I'll admit. It's pretty rough. But I need to have a better plan. I need a better game plan. What is in here? Just people? Okay, now save. Oh wow, we're clear up here. Anything up here? Gosh, I cannot believe I didn't save before this. Oh, that's so sad.
Well, all right. As you desire. Would you quit poking me in the back, please? Thank you.
I still remember my first battle.
Lovely.
Okay, doke.
Of course.
Save. Alright, wasn't there... Let me look up here.
And so I shall.
Not that that matters. Oh. That does, though. Okay. Game plan. I have none. Let's go. Yada yada yada. I don't care who you are. You're going to die. Let's talk after I kill your friends. Okay, when? Let's get him. Where the heck were you going, Wynn? Like, seriously? Okay, so... really confused right now. Not even well mixed. I am just confused. Seriously, you have to go all the way down here to get Zevran? Excuse me. I need to heal my friend. Oh my god. Dang it. Okay. I was trying to get... Okay, so Wynn cannot do any spells unless she's, like, on the stairs and stuff. So we need to clear the stairs. It is a hard fight. This one and, gosh, what is that other one I had issues with? I can't remember. But yeah. Yada yada yada. We're going to kill you. Can Liliana reach him? No. She has to go through these guys. Okay. Zevran? Or Lola? Yeah, you get that guy. Lola? Shoot. After this guy. When you just need to figure some stuff out. Zevran? What the frickety frack are you doing? This guy, thank you very much. Lola? And take that one. Alright. This guy. Whoa, that's a lot of people right there. Caitlin, come here. No. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now back up. Okay. Lola, what are you doing, girl? Oh my gosh. Holy cow. You. Oh shoot. Dirty fighting didn't work on him. Okay, so... Are there still guys up there? What are you doing, Zevran? Go after... Oh jeez, there's so many. Go after him. Good job, Zevran. Okay, Lynn. Get this guy. Get this guy, man. Okay, so... Oh, I got the wrong one. Okay, so we can't paralyze him, but can you do this? Okay, you need to take a drink. Oh, there isn't one. Yeah, there is. Shoot. Okay, when? Oh, shoot. Dang it. Okay. Hey, Liliana, why don't you bring out your wolf? Oh, shoot. Dang it. It's just the two of us.
As you like.
What the heck? Take a drink, Zevran. Actually, I'm gonna run up here. And we're gonna bring out Yogi. While Zevran takes another drink. Alright, Zevran. Is there any more? Okay, so there are life stones. But I can't do anything right now because he's being crushed and... Oh my gosh. Come on, Yogi, we got this. Come on, Yogi. No! Oh, we were so close. We were so close. Dang it. Ah. So close. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my Lanta, that was just... Oh my gosh. Okay, let's load up. I need to remember we have animals, so Liliana, she needs her arrows. Okay. Alright, I'll receive right here. That was so stinking close. Oh my gosh.
I am Calais.
Yes, yes.
Are you
Prepare to
certain?
die. Okay, so they're gonna be coming up the stairs. Lola, you got this guy. Zevran, oh, fire alarm! Liliana? Actually, Lola, get your bear out. Ah! No! I know, who's burning stuff, right? Zevran? No. Oh, I keep going into the storm. Okay, Liliana? You really need to try to... Okay. When... Zevran... Call for Dang it! We keep getting knocked down, that's why. Okay, got it. No, actually, why don't you do this to that guy? Oh, shoot. Okay. There. Yes. Okay, we got him. Oh! Zevran and your death. Always have to die, don't you? Oh shoot. Oh shoot. We're just going to die. Don't mind us. Wait, I hear somebody. Hi, Kylie! Get him, bear. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Liana, aren't you a little close? Oh my gosh. No, that was me. Okay. Okay. Take a drink. That he can't. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to... that. You, sir. Okay. Actually. There we go. Zevran, what are you doing? There's just bodies piling up here. Alright. Actually. The bear can't get down there. Oh, yes it can. Yes it can. Okay. Oh shoot. Of course that won't interrupt him. But we can shoot him. Oh, we almost got him. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes.
Enough! Enough!
Okay, now is the popcorn was in the microwave for 20 minutes or not 2 minutes? Well,
I surrender.
I do not ruin good popcorn. My niece is here. Hey Kylie, you want to say hi? You don't have to. Her face was like, what? What are you talking about?
She's back.
Oh no, I forgot she's sick. She can't be by me. Sorry. She's got upper respiratory stuff and that's not good for someone going through chemo, so yeah. It was a good thought. Surrender? I don't think so. I forgot that she's sick.
Wait! Hear me out, dear lady. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow
Are
me to
you
leave this
serious?
place
He's
alive.
asking me to kill
I
all
would be
these
more than
elves.
Happy to do this little service for you.
Little service? He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing.
Well, okay, no. No, I wouldn't.
Most wise.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go?
I like deals. I have taken it before. I have. But, the poll said, and Lola, attack.
Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
Okay, put him down. New, use that. New. Just knock him out. Yogi. Let's go for it. Get him, Yogi. Get him. Get him. We got this, Yogi. Yogi the bear wins
Somehow,
the
if I'd
day.
been asked to guess the next person to walk through that door, I wouldn't have said it would be a dwarf. Are you one of them? What happens to us now?
You're free.
Free? How strange to hear that word in here. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone. Let's go home.
It's been 3.5 hours. Whoa. 3.5. Really? Holy buckets. Okay, I didn't realize it's been that long. We've got a fancy vase. Okay.
And so I shall.
That took about 4 times. 4 or 5 or 6 times, but we got it. Just make sure we get everything. How time flies when reloading for fun. Yeah. Do we got everything? I want to make sure. Okay, okay. Save, because I'm not going through that again. Oh my gosh. Wow. Was there anything I needed to...
Not going anywhere.
No, you're not going anywhere. Sir Otto?
What have you found?
I don't remember his quest at all. But I'm going to see if we can, Is it open? Are you open?
Look who's here. I heard all about what you did to those Tevinters. Nice work.
Thank you. Can I have a look?
Of course. Just keep it quiet.
Shh. Oh, okay, now we have health potions. Oh my gosh. Injury kits. Thank you very much. Do you have any bombs? Oh, a map of Ferelden. Nice. Tome of Skill and Sundry. Thank you very much. Freezing coating. Search by the orphanage for Sir Otto. Okay. Some of this I can sell. Oh, what? What does ones look like? Yeah, she's got a pretty good one. Okay. Wait, did he have any elf fruit?
Look who's here.
It's like sacrilege if he doesn't have any elf fruit.
Nice work. Of course. Just keep it quiet.
He's got death root, but no elf root. that's pretty bad. Okay. The Dalish have elf root. Okay, so where's the orphanage? Okay, well, we'll talk to... I'm getting hungry.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is... thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So we're getting closer to the Landsmeet, and I think maybe tomorrow we'll be doing the Landsmeet, I'm assuming? So we've got a few things here, but... I already did this. I don't know why that's still there.
Shiny. Must be bad guys.
Thank you for the follow. A lot of this stuff there, but yeah, okay. Alright. I think we have everything. I know, and you all are gonna choose who I use in the fight for the Landsmeet. Really interesting to see who is chosen. Where's the orphanage? Was that where all the kids were?
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan.
What?
Please, my lady, can you spare some coin?
Are you really a veteran?
I am insulted. A veteran campaigner, am I? And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
We totally got scammed. Well, actually...
Will you help us?
Actually, I accidentally hit the wrong choice.
Must be bad guys.
Thank you for the follow. I actually hit the wrong choice and gave him money. And I was like, whoops, but I didn't reload, so... I don't see if I have enough coins on me.
Can't blame a fellow for asking, eh? Well, let's go, Oli.
Yeah, just take that mistake and run with it. Okay. That's alright. Let us go back. I just look at that. The architecture. I love this game. Remaster, please. Okay, let's go back to the estate. Oh, we still have to clear out that one place. Oh, the beggars were across from the orphanage. Are we fighting? What's going on here? Oh, is this where they're gonna close the thing? Yep, I knew it! I knew it. Where's the controls? Control. We must have control. Loot's more important though. Where is the control? Oh, there it is. Hold the lever. Wrong lever. Oh my gosh.
It's a fight. Oh, lovely. Let's end this.
Oh, another battle it is!
How could I ever forget that's going down? Do they really know who they're trapping? I mean, really, come on. Or trying to trap. Alright. Okay, so wow, that was crazy difficult, but yeah, oh my gosh, 3.5 hours of Dragon Age, yes, and tomorrow we'll be back 2 p.m. Central Time. I am in Iowa, so let's see if there's, stick with me, we're gonna see if there's anyone to raid. And thank you so much for the subs, for the raids, for everything. It's been a lot of fun today, and thank you everyone. Oh, Rage is on. Okay, we did Lulzy last time, or no, we did Ducks. We did Lulzy, then Ducks, and I never see Rage Mage on, so we're definitely... He's playing some Elden Ring. Rage, for those that don't know, is my DM on Thursday nights for D&D. This Thursday is a cozy stream, and then it'll be D&D again. But, yeah, so we do have... We've got a sub raid and regular raid if you want to put that in his chat. I'm going to copy and paste it real quick so I don't have to... Oops. So I have to do it when I get there. And we're gonna hop on over there and give them a raid. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. The lurkers, chatters, everyone. You're all amazing. And let's go raid Rage Mage. Known Rage for quite a long time. Great person. Great hair. I gotta mention the hair. I'm jealous of his hair. But anyway, yeah, so let's head on over and raid him. If I don't see you tomorrow, stay safe, healthy, be kind. And I always put these on YouTube. So if you want to follow on my YouTube, we do have links. Go ahead and subscribe. It's free. Give a follow on the YouTube. And we shall see you later. I have a shutting down screen, don't I? I do. I'll see you later. Have a good one.